This is WCGR News. Your campus news starts now.
Coming up on WCGR News, we open the semester with a recap of the 66th Annual Concordia Invitational Tournament.
We also check out the Unprofessionals' first improv performance of 2017.
And we had the chance to attend a panel on the 2016 presidential election. Thank you for joining us on WCGR News. I'm Thomas Johnson.
And I'm Nicole Garza. Welcome back to another year at WCGR. Our first story of the night comes from Seward, Nebraska, where a total of 4 Concordias competed in the annual basketball tournament. Joel Krenz has the story.
On the weekend of January 27th and 28th, the Concordia Chicago men's and women's basketball teams took the court in Seward, Nebraska for the 66th Annual Concordia Invitational Tournament. Fans from Concordia, Chicago, Ann Arbor, Wisconsin, and Nebraska drove up to 10 hours to pack the gym for this legendary tournament. The weekend starts off with an opening dinner for all of the athletes on Thursday night and was followed by the games on Friday and Saturday. Throughout the entire weekend, there was a fair going on in the indoor track facility for all of the loyal fans. The Cougar men were looking to claim their first championship since 2011 and the women since 1986. The women started off the tournament facing a Concordia Ann Arbor team with a 15-8 record. The Cardinals from Ann Arbor struck first, but the Cougars hung in there with strong outside shooting in the first half. Unfortunately, the Cougars were cold in the second half and ended up falling by a score of 84-48. The Cougar men started their tournament off facing the home team and defending champion Concordia, Nebraska Bulldogs. From the opening tip, it was a very competitive game, with the Cougars getting some good looks inside by sophomore Mitchell Plessier and junior Rodrigo Nava. Unfortunately, in the end, the Bulldogs used their size as an advantage and won by a score of 104-82. The Cougar women looked to avenge an early season loss to Concordia, Wisconsin in the consolation game. With the Cougar crowd ready for a big win, the Concordia women started off strong from the opening tip, with freshman Crystal Core getting an easy layup in the paint. The Cougar women again used strong outside shooting to keep the contest close, but the Falcons used a 42-24 advantage in the paint to put the Cougar women away with a final score of 86-67. The Cougar men were also looking to avenge an early season loss to the Falcons. The Cougars looked good off the tip with 2 early jumpers by sophomore Chris Claiborne. The Cougars kept it close in the second half with strong play by sophomore Israel Dozie, but the Falcons forced 17 Cougar turnovers to propel them to an 81-66 win. Both Taylor Jacobson from the women and Mitchell Plessier of the men were named to the all-tournament team.
So what did you think about this year's CIT?
I really enjoyed it. I love the music the most.
Oh, it was a great group. Cougar Band, always rocking it.
Yep.
The Unprofessionals presented their first show of the semester, Back to Bergman, and had the audience laughing till their sides hurt. I had the chance to speak with a couple of the members on their night's performance. Back to Bergman. That's the name of the Unprofessionals' first show of the semester. Guaranteed to have you laughing by the end of it, the Unprofessionals stand and deliver. I'm Thomas Johnson with WCGR, and here's your story. This event marks the Unprofessionals' first show of the semester. Always trying to put a smile on your face or getting you to laugh out loud, the Unprofessionals do not hesitate to entertain.
If you like to laugh, then you will love this show. And even if you don't like to laugh so much, you'll laugh anyway. So if you're just looking for a great time, and it's an interactive experience too, the audience gets into it. It's not just about the people standing up there. Like, we contributed words up there ourselves, like Banana Farm.
Completely open to volunteers, the show is comprised of students from every grade and every level of experience.
I had done a little bit of improv in high school, but it wasn't anything professional at all. It wasn't organized at all. So whenever I had heard that improv was on campus, I decided to give it a little bit of a try. You come in, you meet a lot of hilarious people, and even if you don't get it the first few times, where you don't make a rhyme or you're not really clever at the beginning, that is perfectly fine. But that's the great thing about improv, is it's not supposed to be something that's organized. It's not supposed to be something that you have to be so fantastic at. You just have to play. You just have to have fun.
What really sets this group apart is their unique take on preparation.
Our preparation is really just picking the order of the games we play rather than, because you can't rehearse improv comedy. You can only play it so much to understand the game, and all we really do to practice is to run games over again and pick the order that we want to play them in.
What happens on stage is never planned and always hilarious.
I don't know who drew this up, but it just looks off.
I got an idea. Why don't we build another dome?
This has been Thomas Johnson reporting for WCGR News.
Thank you.
The unprofessionals always have a great time.
They do. They certainly did this last time. Full house. Had a lot of people laughing, me included.
The 2016 presidential election was historic, and many people felt strongly on both ends of the spectrum. Many people are asking the question, how can we move forward together as a nation? With this in mind, several departments at Concordia held a panel regarding different perspectives on the outcome of the election. Well, that wraps up everything here on WCGR News. Remember to follow us on Twitter and Facebook, as well as subscribe to our YouTube channel. From all of us here on WCGR News, have a great night.